Hi everyone, this is Tom Kasansky, the Iceman. I'm going to do a little one-on-one copy trading here, or copy trading 101, just to give you a little guide. So this helps any beginners or people who are new to copy trading, or Alertsify itself, which has some great updates. So I'm just going to go and do a little summary of what to look for, things that you should look out for. So number one, you have to have one of these brokers in order to have automated execution. If you do not, then you cannot do it. I highly recommend Webull. It's the one the founders of the software use, and it just works impeccably. So highly recommend it. And let's dive into the platform itself. All right. So there's two different things that you have to look for. All right. There's the dashboard where you can trade and you can execute trades for yourself, and then there is the copy trading part of it. All right. So for me, I like to take my own trades, and these are my settings. I enter trades on the ask and on the bid. So I enter a trade at a certain price that I want, but if the price is moving too fast for me, I might miss it. I won't get in. And when I sell at the bid. That's an instant sell for me. Now, if you're copy trading, this is a very, very important one. And the main word here is it depends. It depends on who you're following and what type of trades you're joining, right? Myself, I try to join SPY trades, QQQ, high liquidity contracts. So I go in at the ask and I always get filled, and I get at the bid out and I always get filled. But, and I'll show you an example in a second, there are some contracts like Rivian, for example, that have a very wide spread. And if you have it as a market order, you might be getting awful fills when the copy trader enters the trade and he starts exiting at 30%. You might be just getting filled on those. So we'll go a little bit more into detail into that. But first, let's do a drive through to the platform. The main things that you want to look for copy trading is you want to go to the leaderboard here, and you're going to go to copy traders. Here's everyone who's available for you to copy their trades, right? And it's ranked by subscribers. You can rank them by P&L. You can rank them by return on investment, by win rate, and total amount of trades. But the main thing you want to look for is this little tool right here. So you can click on, for example, an enhanced market, and you can see his monthly P&L. I'm in a second switch to me, so we look at my metrics to use me as an example. But the main thing is you can use this little tool, all right, and you can calculate the P&L. You can use his past data to kind of like give a behavior of what would happen if you would copy him, right? Because different traders have different styles. All right, so I'm gonna add me here. So I'm here, right here, Tom Kasansky, and I'm just gonna click calculate comparison. So this is just gonna say, for example, if you have a small account and you're entering a trade with $300 in the past 30 days, and you would have copied exactly EM or me, here's the difference, right? And the example here is why. Why is there such a big difference? One, I take way more trades than him. He is way more patient than I am. And at the same time, he takes different trades that might not be the same style that I do. So for this example, I'm just gonna show you, I'm gonna remove him. So you see me here, and you can start playing around with this. So, and I'll show you an example of somebody who copied me with his position size and literally just made 20 grand this month. So you can play around here and say, all right, if I have a 10 grand account, I'm gonna enter, and just copy me, for example. You're gonna play around and say, all right, every trade's gonna do $1,000, then you would have done 6K this month just copying me. All right, so this is a great tool that you can do, and you can pick several traders and then compare them and just see the different styles. Not everybody has the same style. You can look in what type of contract he has, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So let's go ahead and look for me. All right, so we're gonna look for Tom. All right, so as you can see, you can view profile or just click on the name, and you're gonna see the amount of reviews, the amount of subscribers I have, how many trades I've taken, my win rate, the ROI, the profit, and you're gonna click there, and you're gonna see a little bit of the briefing. I try to do my clear and strategy so you see what I'm doing at, and then you're gonna see this. You're gonna see my monthly P&L. So this was me executing for November. So I basically doubled my account for November. You would have copied me. would have done great. But at the same time, you can check out the reviews. By the way, thanks for everybody dropping a review. It's a great feedback tool to see what people are seeing and what they're liking of what you're doing. But the most important part, I would say, is this one, all right? You're gonna go here and look for the trade history, and you're gonna go into manual. So those are the ones that I executed. These are my trades. This is everything that I put in here, and just gonna go down and scroll down. And I suggest that it's a very, very good that you load up pretty much everything and focus like on the red ones, right? So you want to make sure that your trader is managing risk by copying, by cutting, and you want to see that nobody wins 100%, but you want to see that consistency of right. Cut losers, win big, all right? Small loses, big wins. So that's why the trend you want to do. So when you're looking for a trader to copy, that's the main thing you want to do, all right? And to do it, you literally just have to hit subscribe, and you are gonna copy my trades. They're gonna be automatic executions. Now, going back to what I said, you're gonna have to have two main things. Your settings. If you're gonna copy me and you always wanna be on a trade and you don't wanna miss anything, you're gonna have to click market, right? That means if I enter a trade by hitting these SPY calls for 685 contracts, if I hit buy, and that's gonna spend 10% of my account size, it's gonna adapt the same thing to you. And if you have it market, it's gonna get you into the play immediately. Make sure that you're not out. So if you're not even looking or paying attention to the market, that's the best way to do it. Easy in, and then sell market, easy out. That means you don't miss any plays. However, like I mentioned, this comes with a responsibility, right? So if you're gonna have this, I'm gonna go ahead and go look for my trade that I copied. Let's go, Tom. All right. And by the way, I love the transparency that you can go into any trader and you can find all of your trades, right? So you can see here's my Rivian copy trade. I think I have one from EM that I want to show you. Here we go. All right, so this is a copy trade I want to show you. EM did this one and he had a 30% return. I had a 2% loss. Why? Because I had it at market. So when he was already selling, my fill was horrible because I bought way above the ask, and I got in and out, whatever. So it's not that it's wrong. You just have to be careful on who you follow, right? So the way that you can also control that is whatever you're copying, you can set up to approve. You can make sure that it's not an automatic one. For me, for my followers, what I recommend is you do market since I'm going to be trading 90% of the time on SPY contracts. So if you do market with me, you're going to be okay. I myself, since I'm starting the trade, I'm buying at the ask and selling at the bid. And that's kind of like the main thing. So you can go also here into copy trading here, and you can see, this is for me. Like right now, I'm letting everybody copy my trades. As if I turn this off, none of the trades I take will be available. Okay, and now going into analytics, you go into your manual ones and you see pretty much this, right? You can see every single trade that you got in here, and this is something that I love. You can see when you're trader, and for me, you can go every single trade how I entered, at what price, and how I exited. So at the same time, something that you can see is the style. For me, you're gonna go into every trade, and this is for me. You're gonna see that I buy my entry position and I scale most out when the trade starts going my way, and then I leave some runners, and that's where you see the sexy numbers of 100%, 200% returns, but those are mostly runners. If you ever see a trade of mine that's full position and we're already like at 50%, go check, make sure that I'm already in the trade, because most probably I'm not, all right? So this is one of the tools that I really like, because you go see the style. See, this is another trade, same style. I buy, scale heavily out, and then leave a runner. You can see, for example, let's go to this one, same thing. I buy in, heavily out, then get out. So when you start seeing this, you start, capturing your trader's strategy, and you pretty much know what to expect, right? And then, the hit rate, that will happen with the setups and all the other part. But that's like the main message I wanted to send on this one, is that All the information is here for you to look for, to filter out, and look for good copy traders for them to execute on the platform. So this was a little quick, 5-minute video I wanted to do, and hope it helps anybody. Any questions, as always, I'm on the chat. Let me know. Good luck.